If you're over 60 and your legs feel weaker than they used to, this message is for you. Not to scare you, but to protect your independence. Maybe you've noticed it already. Getting out of a chair takes more effort. Climbing stairs feels slower. Your balance isn't as steady as before. You might tell yourself, "This is just aging." But here's the truth. Most seniors are never told. Leg weakness is not something you're supposed to quietly accept. After 60, your legs don't suddenly fail. They slowly go into sleep mode. And the longer they stay there, the harder daily life becomes. Walking shorter distances, avoiding outings, holding onto furniture for support, feeling unsure on uneven ground. These changes don't happen overnight. They sneak up on you. And because the decline feels gradual, most people don't act until confidence is already shaken. Here's what's really concerning. Leg weakness doesn't start in the legs alone. It affects your balance, your reaction time, your sense of safety. That's why many adults over 60 become afraid of falling. And when fear increases, movement decreases. That creates a cycle that quietly steals strength. But there's good news. Very good news. In many cases, weak legs after 60 are not about damage. They're about disuse. Muscles respond to what you ask of them. When they're not gently challenged, they shrink. They lose communication with the brain. They forget how strong they can be. The encouraging part? They can remember again. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need a gym. You don't need long sessions that leave you sore. In fact, pushing too hard is often what makes seniors give up. What works best after 60 is something very different. Simple movements, safe positions, short routines done consistently, movements that wake up the muscles responsible for standing, walking, and staying balanced. And today, we're going to focus on two of them. Not trendy exercises, not complicated routines, just two simple, senior-friendly movements that help restore leg strength where it matters most. Movements that support your knees, your hips, your confidence. But before I show you what they are, there's something important you need to understand first. Because if you don't address why leg weakness develops after 60, even the best exercises won't help for long. And once you hear this, you'll see your legs and your future mobility in a completely different way. So stay with me. Because what comes next may change how you move for the rest of your life. To understand why your legs feel weaker after 60, we need to clear up a common misunderstanding. Aging itself is not the main problem. The real issue is how the body adapts to aging. After 60, your muscles change how they respond to daily life. They don't get weaker because time passes. They get weaker because they're no longer being asked to work in the right way. Think about how much less your legs do now compared to earlier years. You sit more. You move less. You avoid certain movements because they feel uncomfortable or uncertain. Over time, your brain starts sending fewer signals to the leg muscles. The muscles respond by shrinking slightly. This process is gradual and quiet. Most seniors don't notice until simple tasks feel harder. Standing up from a chair, walking uphill, stepping off a curb. Here's something many people don't realize. Your leg strength is not just about muscle size, it's also about connection. Your brain and muscles must communicate clearly. When that connection weakens, even strong muscles feel unreliable. Now let's talk about the biggest mistakes that quietly weaken legs after 60. The first mistake is avoiding movement altogether. Many seniors believe rest is the safest option. But too much rest sends the wrong message to the body. It tells your muscles they are no longer needed. The body is efficient. If something isn't used, it slowly fades. The second mistake is relying only on walking. Walking is excellent for circulation and heart health. But walking alone is not enough to maintain leg strength. Walking doesn't fully engage the muscles that help you stand, climb, and balance. That's why some people walk daily, yet still feel weak when getting up from a chair. The third mistake is pushing too hard too fast. Some seniors try to make up for lost time. They do intense routines. They strain their knees or hips. They feel sore or discouraged. Then they stop altogether. After 60, consistency matters more than intensity. Small, safe movements done daily are far more effective than hard workouts done once or twice. The fourth mistake is ignoring posture and alignment. Weak legs are often linked to stiff hips and ankles. When joints don't move well, muscles don't activate properly. Your body compensates in unhealthy ways. That leads to imbalance and instability. The fifth mistake is believing it's too late. This belief is more damaging than any physical limitation. Muscles can respond to gentle training well into later decades of life. They don't need perfection. They need direction. Now here's the hopeful part. Research and real-world experience show that seniors who practice simple, targeted leg movements often feel improvement within weeks. Not dramatic overnight changes, but steady progress, better balance, more confidence, easier movement. The key is choosing exercises that match how the body works now. Exercises that respect joints. Exercises that wake up muscle communication. Exercises that fit into real life. That's why the 2 exercises we're focusing on today are so effective. They don't exhaust you. They don't strain your knees. They don't require equipment. Instead, they retrain your legs to do what they were designed to do. Support your weight. Stabilize your body. Move you safely through daily life. And when these muscles wake up, something interesting happens. Your posture improves. Your balance feels steadier. Your fear of falling begins to fade. You stop thinking so much about every step. In the next part, I'll guide you through simple, step-by-step daily habits, including the 2 key exercises that help restore leg strength safely after 60. These are realistic movements you can do at home. No rush, no pressure, just clear instructions and calm progress. So, take a breath. Get comfortable. Because what comes next is where change truly begins. Now, let's move into the most important part. The part where understanding turns into action. What you're about to hear is not a workout plan. It's a set of daily habits designed for real life after 60. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need perfection. You just need consistency. We'll focus on 4 simple habits. 2 are gentle exercises. 2 are supportive daily practices that help those exercises work better. Let's begin. Habit 1. The supported sit to stand. This is one of the most powerful movements for restoring leg strength after 60, because it trains the exact muscles you use every day. Here's how to do it safely. Start with a sturdy chair. Place it against a wall so it doesn't move. Stand in front of it. Then slowly sit down. Now, place your feet flat on the floor. Hip width apart. Toes pointing slightly forward. Lean your chest forward slightly. Press through your heels. And stand up slowly. If needed, lightly hold the arms of the chair or a nearby surface. There is no shame in support. Once standing, pause for a moment. Then slowly sit back down. That's 1 repetition. Start with 5 repetitions. Rest if needed. Over time, work up to 10. This movement strengthens the thighs, hips, and glutes. These muscles are essential for walking, balance, and stair climbing. Move slowly. Control matters more than speed. If your knees feel uncomfortable, reduce the range. Only go as far as feels safe. Done daily, this habit reminds your legs how to support your body. Habit 2. The heel raise for stability. The second exercise focuses on your lower legs. These muscles play a huge role in balance and walking. Stand behind a chair or near a counter. Hold on lightly for support. Place your feet hip-width apart. Stand tall. Slowly lift your heels off the ground. Rise up onto the balls of your feet. Pause for 1 or 2 seconds. Then slowly lower your heels back down. That's 1 repetition. Start with 8 repetitions. Gradually build up to 15. This exercise strengthens the calves and ankles. It also improves communication between your feet and brain. That connection is essential for steady steps. If lifting both heels feels difficult, try lifting one heel at a time. Alternate sides. Remember, this is not about height. It's about control. Slow, steady movement sends the right message to your nervous system. Habit 3. Gentle daily movement breaks. Exercises alone are not enough if the rest of the day is spent sitting. Your legs need regular reminders that they are needed. Every hour or so, stand up, walk around the room. March gently in place for 20 seconds. This keeps blood flowing. It keeps joints mobile. It prevents muscles from going into sleep mode. You don't need a timer. Just make it part of your routine. After a phone call, before meals, after watching TV. These small movement breaks protect the progress you make with exercise. They tell your body, I still move, I still need strength. Habit 4. Slow walking with awareness. Walking becomes more powerful when done with intention. Instead of rushing, slow your pace slightly. Pay attention to how your feet touch the ground. Heel first, then the ball of the foot. Then push off gently. Let your arms swing naturally. Stand tall. This type of walking improves coordination and balance. It helps your legs work together instead of compensating. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day makes a difference. If you already walk regularly, this habit improves quality. If you don't, start small. Consistency matters more than distance. How to put it all together. You don't need a long session. A simple daily routine might look like this. Morning or afternoon. 5 to 10 sit to stands. 8 to 15 heel raises. Throughout the day, short movement breaks. One walk, slow and mindful. That's it. No equipment, no floor exercises, no strain. If you miss a day, that's okay. Just resume the next day. Progress after 60 is not about pushing. It's about practicing. As weeks go by, many seniors notice subtle changes. Standing feels easier. Steps feel more confident. Balance improves quietly. These are signs your legs are waking up. And once they do, your body begins to trust itself again. In the final part, I'll help you stay motivated, reassure you that it's truly not too late, and show you how to protect your independence moving forward. If you take away just one message today, let it be this. It is not too late. Not too late to rebuild strength. Not too late to feel steadier on your feet. Not too late to move through your days with more confidence. The body after 60 is different, yes. But different does not mean incapable. It means it needs a kinder approach, a smarter approach. One that works with your body instead of against it. Many seniors believe weakness means decline is inevitable, that once strength is lost, it never returns. That belief is understandable. But it's not the full story. What truly fades with age is not potential. It's practice. When you gently remind your legs what they're meant to do, they respond. Maybe not overnight, maybe not dramatically, but steadily. And steady progress is what protects independence. Every time you rise from a chair with more control, your confidence grows. Every time you feel balanced while standing, your fear softens. Every step taken with awareness builds trust between your mind and body. That trust matters. Because when people stop trusting their legs, they stop living fully. They avoid outings. They limit social time. They sit more than they want to. And that's not about age. That's about opportunity lost. The simple habits you learn today are not about exercise. They are about staying involved in your own life. They support walking. They support balance. They support everyday movements you rely on. And they fit into real routines. No pressure. No extremes. Just gentle reminders to your body that it still matters. If some days feel harder than others, that's normal. Listen to your body. Adjust when needed. Progress after 60 is not a straight line. It's a conversation. Some days you do a little more. Some days a little less. What matters is staying engaged. Even small effort done regularly creates meaningful change over time. If you've been feeling discouraged, let today be a reset. Not a promise to do everything perfectly. Just a decision to start. Stand up once more today. Rise slowly. Feel your feet on the ground. That moment matters. Because strength is not something you either have or don't have. It's something you practice. And every day you practice, you protect your independence. You deserve to feel safe in your body. You deserve to move with confidence. You deserve to enjoy the years ahead without constant worry about weakness. So take it one step at a time. One movement at a time. Your legs are still capable of supporting you. They just need the right message. And now, you know how to send it.